Hello, good afternoon. This is Ashaba Zaya presenting from Group 33, talking about responsible AI for terrorism detection using NLP, model agnostic explanations in digital forensics. I'm going to start with the introduction. Terrorism is a global threat affecting many in the political, economical, and social spheres, and often fueled by irrational beliefs. In Uganda, for example, groups like Aligned Democratic Forces and Al Shabaab are responsible for causing harm due to religious issues and maybe political riots against maybe the present like government. For examples of such attacks, this include the killing of 3 civilians at Queen Elizabeth Park, 24 deaths in a school attack near the DRC border, and 2010 World Cup bombing in Uganda. On this other slide, we are showing like the world's terrorism hotspots. Yeah, Afghanistan taking the highest rate and Nigeria having the least rate. The problem statement: the increasing rate of terrorism due to use of digital platforms that are mostly generating unstructured data like text makes it challenging to detect terrorism. Unfortunately, the existing AI tools utilizing natural language processing struggle to provide explainability, making the interpretation of results complex. A tailored model which is more interpretable, ethical, and transparent is needed to accurately identify the terrorism-related content, respecting the norms and the privacy of individuals. The related works. Dr. Raj Vijay, 2022, from his research, the natural language processing and machine learning techniques were applied to a comprehensive database of terrorism events to extract features from the stated motive narrative of the terrorist attacks to identify perpetrator aims categories. The Danish Tareja, the second paper that we had to review, already talked about algorithms, machine learning algorithms that were used to train basing on an Indian subset of the global terrorism database, which is a dataset for terrorism that is takes records of terrorism events like global wide, was like to predict the perpetrator of an terrorist attack given the data about the types of attack, target, weapon, in addition to the location, year, and other attributes of the event. This other paper by Adul and the rest and the other authors, as stated in 2010, came up with a model that aimed at pre-process domain-specific documents to extract general patterns of text associated with the terrorism domain and to improve the accuracy of detecting terrorism evidence comparing to other models such as the hidden malware model or the conventional CRF directly applied to text so as to enhance the terrorism events extraction. Then this last paper, they created a terrorism-related classification model through combining two datasets, thereby creating a ground truth of his own, and agrees that there is insufficient data to categorize terrorism from non-terrorism text as some may seem to be used as some can be used like in normal conversation, making it hard to be detected. Other research questions and objectives. Our main objective of the project is to develop a reliable data modeling framework for detecting terrorism patterns in text, incorporating responsible AI principles for ethical and transparent results for use in digital forensics. Then our other objectives, we have to design and implement a robust data modeling framework that captures strict patterns associated with terrorism in texture sources, ensuring accuracy and reliability. Next is to integrate responsible AI principles into the modeling process, prioritizing ethical considerations, transparency, and fairness in the detection and interpretation of the terrorism detectors. To also evaluate the model agnostic explainability mechanisms that offer clear and comprehensible insights into the AI model's decision-making process, enhancing trust and interpretability for end users. Our research questions, we have the ones that our research is aiming to answer. How can we interrogate patterns associated with terrorism in textual sources to ensure accuracy and reliability? Next, we have how can we prioritize ethical considerations, transparency, and fairness in the detection and interpretation of terrorism detectors? And the last is how can we offer clear, comprehensible insights into the AI model's decision-making process, which can enhance trust and interpretability for the end users. Research contributions, a model framework, like the research contributions, this one is like what our research is to contribute a responsible AI that is transparent, ethical, as stated in the objectives. AI model interpreted with the model agnostic explainability mechanism, thereby able to provide clear and interpretable and understandable insights, to also capture intricate patterns associated with terrorism in textual sources like texts. With the methodology, our methodology, like the research, is going to be consisting of data collection, where we are to look for the data set and make our own data set that is going to be aiming at training the model. Then exploratory data analysis, like how the data is organized and the data that is present. Then data preparation, we prepare the data, and amongst this we shall be doing data splitting it into three types of data: the test data, the validation data, the trained data. Then we shall apply the featured engineering. This will be helping us to mostly like reduce the false positives. This can be like handling missing data. This can also be like part of getting those concentrated features that are of interest. Model, we develop the model by implementing the coding, training the model, and everything. Model evaluation, we test the model. Then model agnostic, try to make the process of the model transparent. Then after, we deploy the model, and then it is export for use. This is the preliminary analysis that was got. Then our limitations. One of the limitations, we have absence of well-established data set that characterizes text, creating a model that is generally a black box. And the possible solutions, we have creating one from existing one through extracting needed data using AI explainability mechanism to make the model explainable. Then the conclusion of our research: there is still a lot to do in the fight against terrorism. However, though leveraging the use of computational resources to identify terrorism in online text is a huge leap towards winning the fight. Our research was unable to cater for cases where text exchange isn't English. This, since like it's Uganda, we have so many like languages. This could be worked out by integrating language translators with the model or creating data sets for the different languages commonly used by terrorists. The future works, we have addressing these significant conditions to necessitate ongoing research and development efforts. Future studies should focus on refining model agnostic explanation techniques to accommodate diverse contextual instance in the terrorist communication. Additionally, investigating methods to balance data privacy with the necessity for comprehensive data access to critically advance the terrorism detection. We should also continue to put focus on addressing computational challenges associated with the model training, interpretability, and the real-time processing to further improve the efficiency and reliability of the AI-driven digital forensic in countering terrorism. Creating local language data sets for integrating language translators with the model so it can work with various local languages. These are the references of the research.